Hey, this is Soldier7 here reporting for Right Wing Federation, and this video is going to be about Trump recession. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the so-called Trump recession and leaving a question mark right there, as you see. Now, the question is Trump heading us to a recession? Is Trump leading towards a recession? At this time, I have no reason to believe so. The only reason why I'm asking this is because I've been hearing a lot recently, mostly from the left-wing media, but yeah, I have some people say Trump's leading us into a recession. He's leading the nation into a recession. Well, it's funny because a lot of these bad economic policies with inflation and so forth somewhat started under Biden, and even then I heard people talking, we're heading towards a recession, we're heading towards a recession. No, back in the Biden days, I didn't say it personally out loud. I may not have said it in a video or so forth. I may not have said it on this channel, but when I would hear some of the experts say that we're heading towards a recession, like when Biden was in office, the way things were going, I was pretty much kind of saying we ain't heading towards a recession, we're already there. Or at least it feels like. So, I don't know. You tell me. Were we in a recession then now? I don't know. But here's the thing. Could Trump's policies lead us to a recession? While I may not necessarily agree with everything about Trump's policies, but I have no reason to believe that it's going to lead us into a recession. And even if it does, can it lead us to a recovery? Well, I would hope so. And let me just explain why I say that. Because if you keep in mind, when Ronald Reagan took office in 1981, the country was not doing too good, economically and so forth. That's kind of one of the reasons why he was elected. Now, as you know, things didn't get better right away, because as you know, the following year, in 1982, there was a recession. And so forth. I mean, I don't know if that's why the Democrats were able to pick up some seats and so forth in 82 or something in Congress or whatnot, or even win some gubernatorial elections in 82 or so forth, in 1982 or so forth. I don't know. But being that said, nevertheless, if you look at the recession in 1982, there was not too long, a year later, there was a recovery in 1983. Yes, if you remember, or if you can go back and look at history or the history of economics, in 1983, there was a 13-month recovery, or it was the start of a 13-month recovery, if not the start of a 13-month economic boom, which started from June 1983 to July 1984, and it wouldn't surprise me if that was one of the reasons why Ronald Reagan won in a landslide later that year when he ran for re-election in 1984. The map was completely red, except for a few places, Minnesota and Washington, D.C. Now, what I'm saying is could we be seeing the same pattern from that time? Now, granted, things are a little more different, absolutely, but as I've said in previous videos, there is a similarity between Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan. Yes, they have their differences, their different ideas, but when it came to economics, they were pretty much on the same page, even if they have a different way of how to achieve it. But they pretty much agreed that, yeah, low taxes and so forth were better. Now, as if you recall, could we be seeing that if we were to have a recession? I'm not saying we are, but if we are, could it be that we could end up just having a recession later on, like sometime next year, but then the year after that, we could just have this big recovery and just have this big economic boom or whatnot? I don't know. I think most likely, if Trump keeps his word, we may see that. I don't know. I think the economy is going to get better under him anyway. How much better? I don't know. How better do you think it's going to get better? Please do tell. The comments are open, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say for right now. This is Soldier7. Thanks for listening.